Morning everyone, it's morning of Thursday the 1st of October and I just wanted a little catch up with you because I've not managed to see all of you at the school gates. I know some of you are dropping your children at the gate or they are walking home, so I haven't managed to see all of you around school at the moment. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of how school's going and just say hello to all of you. So to start with, I just wanted to let you know, first of all, it's so nice to have all the children back in school. We were super excited in September to see them all, the smiley faces coming in the morning, and it's really nice to have a bit of a buzz around the place. When we first came back in June, having to keep everybody really carefully in their classrooms, we weren't actually able to mingle with each other at all, and so it was quite difficult to in school. It felt a little bit strange, but it's now that the children are all back in school, it's lovely to hear the buzz around school. You can hear them in the corridors, it's lovely to hear them out in the playground, and I think they're all enjoying being back with their friends again. That's been really, really nice to see. So it's great to have them back. I just thought I'd give you a little taster of what's been going on, because obviously you can't come into school, which is really unfortunate, and it's a real shame for us. We'd love to be able to have you coming in to do, art days and readers, all of those who volunteer for reading. We're really missing you here. And as soon as we can have you back in school, we really will do. And as soon as I get the green light for that, I will definitely let you know. So I just thought I'd give you a little flavour of what's been going on over the last month. Can't quite believe we're in October already, and just fill you in. So in preschool, we've had quite a lot of new starters, got quite a lot of new 2-year-olds joining us. It's lovely to meet them all and their families. They've all started now to settle in really well. We had a few hiccups at the beginning, but most of them now are settled into preschool. Their topic at the moment is food, and I know they've already had a teddy bears picnic and been hunting for teddy bears around the school and been on a walk. I know they were playing poo sticks last week down by the river, so they've been having a really lovely time. Some children in reception class, we said welcome to our new children in reception. We've got 17 of them in reception, which has been lovely, with our new class teacher, Miss David, and with Mrs. Bosworth. They have settled in amazingly well. We are super impressed by the way that they've just settled down and got into the new routines of the classroom, bringing themselves in the morning now, and from next week they're going to be starting full time. So we're looking forward to having them all day next week, every day. Just warning reception class parents though that by the end of the week they will be tired and a bit grumpy, so just be ready for that next Friday. So they've had an autumn topic, and I know they've already been out for an autumn welly walk. They've been collecting autumn things and leaves and things and making their own leaf men that I saw, and giving them names and labelling them last week. So they've been having a great time with Miss David. In Studland class, their topic is living in the UK, and I know they've been focusing on weather and weather forecasts over the last week or so. I actually had popped in there yesterday and saw that they were writing some very funny weather forecasts, all about sticky lemonade showers and sleepy clouds. So I expect you'll see some of those in weeks to come. In Cambridge class, they were learning about Stone Age, and so they have been thinking about rock formations. I know they've been reading Stig of the Dump, one of my favourite books. I had the pleasure of doing some guided reading with some of the children in Cambridge class over the last couple of weeks, and I know they've been making carvings. I think they've been making them out of soap, but they've been doing some carving like Stone Age people would have done. So they've been doing those things in Cambridge. In Jurassic, their topic is One Globe, and so I know they started off thinking about latitude and longitude and the tropics of Capricorn and Cancer and about climates, and they've now moved on to their science part of their topic, which is about how plants grow and reproduce. And when I went in there a couple of times this week, they've been dissecting flowers, actually working really scientifically with scalpels and magnifying glasses, and just dissecting the female and male parts of the plants and identifying them and labeling them. They did a great job of that, so that was really brilliant to see. So everyone's been quite busy in school. We have been having our celebration assemblies, but they've been working in a really different way. So we've had to use Zoom, which is what I'm using now to record this message to you, but we've had a Zoom meeting between the classes and myself on a Friday morning. We've done our star learners, we've celebrated birthdays, I've given out some head teacher awards, and we've been taking photographs of the children. Now, we've now got your homeschool agreements all back. So if you've given permission for us to take photographs for your children to display in school or to celebrate or to put in publications, we will be sending an email home with a photograph of your child if they become a star learner or they get a head teacher's award by email, and some of them might go into the newsletters. Now, I'll be writing a newsletter next week, and you'll get that at the end of next week, where I'll also try and share some of the work that the children have been doing. Obviously, if you haven't given us permission to publish your child's work in a publication or around school, we will not be able to add them to the newsletter. So if you think, oh, actually I'd like to be able to see my children's work in the newsletter, you might want to let us know that you want to change your mind. And if not, that's absolutely fine, but just be prepared that we obviously won't be able to see your child's work in the newsletter if you haven't given us permission to do so. So that will be coming out next week, where I hope to share some children's work with you. I'm also going to pop some photographs in there of some of our new members of staff. So we've got Mrs. Schneider in Studland class working with Mr. Barnforth. We have Mr. Cooper, who's our new PE teacher, who all the children have met now and having PE lessons with him and after school activities. We have a new member of staff in the school office, Mrs. King, who will be dealing with all of the money side of school, so trips and visits, clubs, those sorts of things, lunches, so anything like that, Mrs. King will be the person to speak to. She works Monday, Wednesday and Friday mornings in the school office, along with Mrs. Dale. And we have a couple of new members of staff in preschool too. So I'll pop some photographs in there, and so you can see those. Also, just wanted to mention that we've got some new children in school. They have settled in brilliantly. So some of them have come from new schools far away, and some from schools near to us. But they've all come in with really positive attitude, ready to learn, ready to go, and we're seeing some great results from them already. It's really settled in and enjoying being in their new classes. So it's great to welcome them and all of you as their parents into our school community. You are very welcome. Now, the other thing I just want to say to you, that look out for an email that's going to come later on today, which is concerning Parents' Evening. So Parents' Evening will be done in a very different way this year to normal, because we're working in very different times to normal. So we're going to conduct Parents' Evening via a phone call home. We're going to ask you on the letter, there will be a link to click to a survey to book your time slots. Now, we're not going to ask you to book a 10-minute particular slot, but what we are going to ask you to do is to choose 3 time slots within the times that we give you. There'll be lots of times that we can give you, to say that when you'd be available for a phone call from your class teacher. We'll then tell you which time slot will be an hour time slot. We'll tell you which time slot you've got. So we might say, oh, yours is between 4 and 5, and the class teacher will have a list of parents to phone within that time. Okay, so it'll be any time within that hour, depending on where he or she starts on the list, and depending on whether the person answers the phone the first time. So I would say to you, please make sure that you are near the phone when it's your time slots available, because obviously we can't be phoning people back lots and lots of times. But we will try more than once. Okay, so that's going to happen. Please bear with us. I know it's going to be a bit new for all of us, and it's a bit strange talking on the telephone. It's not so good as face to face, but we will be trying to make it do the best job we can, and make it as valuable as we possibly can. So in the letter, there's more details for you about some things that you might need to be ready with when you ready for the meeting. Okay, so that will be coming out later today. Okay, also see the newsletter that will come out later this week as well. The last thing just to say is thank you to all of you. I know it's been really difficult times for everybody. Coming and going from school is difficult at the moment. We have to have our one-way systems, and we have to have our staggered start times, and thank you to all of you who've managed to follow that and just keep the school flowing as brilliant as we possibly can be. Just for next week, can I just make a little plea that could you try really hard to stick to your time slot for collection at the end of the day, because as well as the children coming out who are allowed to have permission to walk home at 3:05, we'll then also have reception class parents now collecting at 3:05. So if you are a parent of a child in Studland, or you're a parent of a child in Kimmeridge or Jurassic, that you go and collect them, please can you make sure you stick to your time slot. Don't come too early, because obviously we need to have the Tyneham class parents at the front of the queues, as it were. So reception, just a reminder, reception classes at 3:05. If you're a Studland parent, they come out at 3:10. And if you are collecting your child from Jurassic or Kimmeridge, that is 3:15. Okay, so if we can try to stick to those times, it just means that actually we'll get the parents in and all of you in the right order, and we won't get muddled. So that just be really helpful. And just one other little thing is that I know that some of you are driving to school and parking in Elder Road. I have had a couple of phone calls from the public just saying they're a little bit concerned about children crossing the road from Manor Farm Road across to where the start of the bridge is, because there were some cars parked around the corner of Manor Farm Road at the bottom. Could we not park on Manor Farm Road at the bottom, please? Try and find somewhere where we can obviously keep the corners and the edges clear so that people can see as they cross the road. Thank you. So thank you to all of you for your support. If you do need to ask any questions, please email the office or phone in to speak to us. I know you can't ask your class teachers directly anymore, and it's a little bit difficult for that. But we are here, so if you do have a question, please email in and ask us that, and we can respond to you. I am outside on the gate every day, so please come and talk to me. If you need to just come through the gate and just come and stand there, I'll know that you want to talk to me, and we can chat in the morning too, if it's not something you need to talk to me confidentially about. Okay, thank you so much. I'll keep you posted with any new changes and developments. Look out for the newsletter at the end of next week. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and thank you so much. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.